Hello, you beautiful Taurus. This is going to be a general love reading. Welcome to the Guiding Chariot. Let us get into your reading. Alright, Taurus, just some house rules out of the way. This is going to be a general love reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross-watchers also welcome. Because this is general, I ask that you take the message how it resonates. If something doesn't fit your circumstance, leave it on the table, just wasn't meant for you, and take the rest. I do these readings with the intention, about the energies coming up for the next 4 weeks. Time is an illusion, so it may take a little longer, may take shorter. Just depends where we all are. Alright, Taurus. We're going to pull a couple oracle cards, and then we're going to clarify with the tarot. Thank you. And then we're going to do something a little fun at the end. We're going to be a little different. It's 2021 now. I hope 2021 is treating you well. I hope you guys are living it up. Okay. Go for one more. And there it is. Okay. Alright, Taurus, let's get into it. Oh, alright, Taurus. We got a lot going on in here. So I will say first out of the gate, this does feel kind of separate. They do feel like 3 different stories. And again, it'll be different for everyone. Maybe some of you it's a blend, maybe for some of you it's all 3. But when I say it's all over the place, it feels like we're in varied situations kind of across the board. So first one we talk about here, we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think with everything that's going on, this doesn't feel like an ending, doesn't feel like a breakup, it doesn't even really feel like a break, but it does feel kind of like a little breather. It's more so, it doesn't feel like there's tension, doesn't feel like there's fighting. It just feels like, you know what, I have all these things on my plate, you have all those things on your plate, and instead of us trying to figure this balance and trying to meet each other's needs, I'm going to go do my thing, you're going to go do your thing. Once everything cools down, we'll make time for each other. It has this feeling of, it's just, there's a need to kind of do you right now. And for some of you, that might even just be a reset. It might not even be, I have things to do. It's like, I just kind of need me time. I went through a lot. I'm processing a lot. I just kind of need to curl up and be by myself and process some things. And once that's done, I will be back and we'll have fun. Your partner could be feeling that way. This doesn't feel massive. It doesn't feel like there's any tension. But it just feels like I just need a little break. I just need to step out for a little bit. Let me figure this out and then I'll return. Everything's fine. Is kind of what I get from this separation card. Now we also have the children card. So children may be affecting your relationships right now. This I don't think is for many of you, but it does oh, hold on a second. You probably could hear my fan in the background. I'm so sorry. Normally I turn that down. Alright, anyway. This children card, looking at, it's more... I'm getting more this is about having children versus, your own children. For anyone who's connecting to or I should say the majority of the people connecting to this card. It does feel more like it's about having children, whether you've been trying or it's something you've been thinking about. You and your partner may have different feelings on the matter, right? So that could be something that's on the table and been talking about. I would say this is more so for those trying to have a child versus we already have children in our family. We've already started the family. That one feels real specific. I think when we get into the tarot, before we wrap up, I will pull specifically for this children card, because this does feel like it's about those who are trying to conceive and trying to have children. So that feels kind of unique. And then we have attraction, beautiful energy to kind of have here. And this, again, you could be resonating with just this card. I definitely feel this attraction could be lying and kind of touching and affecting both of these cards. Where I was just, oh God, I was just looking this up, because we have this new moon coming up this week, I want to say on Wednesday, and there's a really positive aspect to Venus, which is kind of helping to soften some of the new opportunities and new, you know, possible shakeups that are coming to us right now with this new moon. And Venus is being very, very helpful in softening those we'll just call them opportunities for now, because I don't want to call them challenges. But this attraction, Venus being your ruler attraction here, you are definitely getting a nice boost from that. So I definitely think this attraction, whether this is, you know, attracting a new partner or attracting some sweetness, you know, and some just tenderness into your relationships, either way, you are getting a nice kind of extra scoop of sugar in everything, which is beautiful. And I will say the best part for this isn't to force it, isn't to overdo anything. Just kind of be. Just kind of know that's your own natural Taurian energy, right? You know, so really just kind of enjoy and be present. That's really all you have to do to really tap into that attraction. The more you try to force it, the more you try to like set the scene, quote unquote, I think the harder it is for this magic to really work, right? Especially for my single Taurians out there. Don't try too hard. Do not try too hard. That's where we just kind of get worn out, and we start forcing things in directions that they don't need to go. And we don't want to do that. Wouldn't it be nice just to take the easy road and just have it delivered? Okay, Spirit, what messages about love and romance do we have for Taurus? Oh, a bit of a jumper. I don't think those aren't coming out. But we do have, now look at this. So we have the wheel in the reverse. So for me, when I see the wheel in reverse, I do feel like it's almost like the wheel's stuck. The wheel's been jammed, right? It's not spinning and flowing what we want to us. You know, it's got gummed up a little bit. So this could be dealing with the separation, right? Things might be a little stale. There might be so much things causing distractions, and we're focused on too many things that we can't kind of be in the right space to kind of, you know, when I was talking about attraction, to just kind of enjoy and be present and be in this moment. So that might be a little hint as to why things feel the way they do. When we start to, you know, try to meet too many needs, especially if we're serving the needs of others, right, to a really high degree, you know, that definitely takes us out of our own flow, and that's what will stop this wheel. You know, that's where ooh, okay. Someone fell on the floor. Hold on. Okay. How do we... Okay. Beautiful. Just what we needed to see. Okay. So, we talked enough about that wheel. But big thing is, to me, this card always comes up in reverse when we're trying to force something, when we're kind of blocking, you know, fate's divine plan, when we're trying to force it our way. We're like, no, we really want this thing to spin left, and the universe is like, it only spins right, so you can push and push all you want. She's not moving. She is not moving. But what's beautiful, right? Once you kind of allow and let this attraction, let this, you know, Venetian energy help to support you and move you. And I talked about Venus earlier, and boom, the Empress card. So beautiful, strong energy for you, but there's also a whole bunch of Venus in this card, right? It's all about creation, fertility, right? So this, very good sign that those of you trying to conceive or trying to start a family, it's happening. It's happening. Whether you're trying now or something we're talking about, is this really the direction we want to go? That's a big yes to get the Empress in this reading. Beautiful, 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 beautiful card. But this is really you in your power, you know, in perfect flow. You can kind of see all of this cosmic energy. And a lot of time the Empress is shown as pregnant. So again, huge, good nod for those of you that were really connected to this children card. Look, I'm over here, I'm going to pull, and they're like, no, we got you. We're going to talk about it. You also have the Nine of Emotions, which would be Nine of Cups in a traditional deck. It is here in the reverse, and again, to me, this is just about slowing down the manifestations of whatever these dreams are. And again, it's this energy where we're trying to chokehold things, we're trying to force things. And I get it, when we want things, we want them now. But that energy of trying to make them happen, not going to help you right now, especially if we are talking about conceiving, right? Like, we can't just snap and suddenly a baby happens, right? There are steps. It does take time. There's a whole development process that we can't just jump through, right? We just have to give it time. So it's almost like you're just in the gestation period. No matter where you fall in this timeline, you're just like in that little gestation, right? And that's nothing wrong. Having this card show up is a good sign that you're on the way. But right now we have a little blockage we're going to open up, and that's fine. We can handle that. Nothing's going to stop the Empress, right? And I will say, if any of this has to do with, some disagreement between your partner, and remember, I said I didn't see tension, I don't see fighting, but that doesn't mean you guys are on the same page at the moment. You will be, because you have both the Emperor and the Empress showing up in this reading. So if you and your Divine Masculine are at odds, if you and your partner aren't seeing eye to eye, no matter what it is, give it some time, talk it out, right? And we'll get to how that happens. But eventually you guys will be on the same page. Both of you show up together in this reading, so super positive. Those of you where we're strictly talking about attraction and bringing in new love, counterparts. So again, if you can allow this and let this happen, let go of those self-limiting beliefs, believe in your worth, you as the Empress, this really is you. And don't get hung up on the genders, right? It's not about that. But if you can sit in your power, you just become a magnet for it. All right? So, because whoever this counterpart is, they're ready, they're already there. If you can tune into it, it makes it so much easier for them to find you, or vice versa. So, great sign to get those two. Then we also have the Death card, which, not as scary as it sounds. This is actually my favorite card in the deck. But this is all about a new phase, a new cycle beginning, right? It's transition, really. You're transforming from one form into the next. So you think of, like a caterpillar evolves into a butterfly. That's literally the transition, right? One old form of life starts to fade away as something new comes from it. I tend to use the example of like a fallen tree in a forest, right? As the wood starts to rot and decay and fall apart, we get mushrooms and new plant life and new growth, right? It nourishes the soil. So that's literally it is. It's just a painless transition. It's a signal that the old way how we did things fades away and the new starts to emerge. A lot of this, I think, will connect to really the people who are really in that need for a little break. I need a little breather. I need a little rest. I just kind of need some me time. And, the house is so busy. Everything's so crazy here. I can't get that. I just need some time. I need a little bit of space, and I'll be right back, right? This is really where that comes in. You also have the Eight of Voices in reverse coming up with that. And this is breaking free. This is no longer feeling trapped and tied down by whatever circumstances were kind of circling you. And the thing with the Eight of Voices, normally when that energy is present and we do feel trapped when it's in the upright, a lot of times it's all in the mind. Like it's things that we can get out of, it's things that we can find solutions for, but it may be so much, or maybe such a big thing to us, or we were overthinking and overanalyzing it, that it becomes so overwhelming that we just feel trapped and locked in, right? But in reverse, those swords are falling away. You're starting to see through the illusion. You're like, oh, these aren't really bars. I can just walk right around them. It's fine. It's cool. That is part of this transformation. So I will say you're probably on this kind of journey where who you thought you were or saw yourself as is starting to shift. You're starting to see more possibilities. You're starting to see, more opportunities maybe. If we're talking about a family, we're starting to see new ways to connect, right? Our vision of what our wish looked like, our happy ending, whatever that appeared to be before, is now starting to shift. I would almost confidently say that your needs are probably changing now as well. So as your needs change, of course, the happily ever after is going to change, right? The wish is going to look different. Oh, I didn't even look at this, but look, bottom of the deck is the World card. So again, emphasizing the end of how things have always been done. The end of this cycle. The end of I almost want to say the end of the routine. Like if life has just felt, I don't want to say monotonous, but it's just on repeat. It's the same, yes, it's the same story over and over again. Those are, yep, I figured those are coming. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't even know what's that. We're going to talk about that after, but I do want to highlight. First card out was the Two of Cups, so emphasizing a soulmate connection, right? True love, true friendship, true partnership. And the position it fell literally intersects the Empress and the Emperor. So again, those of you who are in union, but maybe things just feel a little strained at the moment, do not worry. The bond is true. You can trust in this partner. Take the breather you need. Your union will be fine. Those of you who are single and you're more on this attraction level, again, what I tell you, that partner is there. And they're probably so close. I almost wonder if you already know this person, it's almost like you're already connected, right? This may be that you already have feelings for them, your intentions are already set on them, or they just haven't made their feelings known. But there's a very good chance you know these people. I don't know. Live your best life. Do what you want to do. You do have the Lovers. So again, another card for soul connection. Lovers is showing up in reverse. So this is that delay, right? So especially for my singles, I feel like I'm talking more so to you with this particular section of the reading. But again, we've been waiting for a long time. Where's this person? Where's my partner? Why am I single? Da 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 da. All those things. They are very close. This resonates highly with the idea that they just haven't made themselves known, though. But they're probably already in your sphere, right? They're already kind of around you, but it just hasn't come out yet. But again, having the Lovers, these counterparts, and the Two of Cups show in, this love is real, this love is genuine. It is also worth waiting for. You're already in attraction mode, right? Because we've already had that pop up. So, very, very close, Taurus. Yep. Look, and then we have the Five of Emotions and the Eight of Emotions. It would be Five of Cups and Eight of Cups in our traditional deck, excuse me. Oh, this is a lot of what's healing. So for those of, and honestly, I feel like this could go for wherever you resonated. I feel like this is really for all of you. Because again, the Five of Emotions is feeling mourning, feeling lost, feeling sad, feeling without, right? And especially in the emotional space. So, I don't have this love. My relationship feels strained, or I feel like, it's not blossoming and growing how it used to or how I want it to be. My life is empty because I'm trying to start a family. Wherever that emotional loss is being felt, you're on this journey to realize that that's not the end of the story, right? It may have been a long journey to get to this point. It may have been a long struggle, and it's something that's very, very important to you. Obviously, you care so much about wherever this is hitting you. But when you get to this eight of emotions, this is you walking away from that hard stuff. This is you walking away from, I almost want to say walking away from the known. Like you know what didn't work, your past, previous situations, and it's almost kind of like you're walking away and willing to trust. Just willing to trust. I trust that things will be different. I trust moving forward isn't going to lead me to more of the same. I trust that I am growing out of this. I'm completing this cycle, right? You can even see this eclipse in the card, right? And I know it's an eclipse, but it almost, the way it's kind of depicted, it looks almost kind of like a void, like you're walking towards this just big, open, empty expanse, and you have no idea what's in there. You don't even know if you're going to be caught when you step through it, if you step through it. But that's what I mean. Like you're kind of just trusting that the future is going to hold more. It's going to be different, and it sure will be, because even the eclipse blots out. So when we have an eclipse, it's the sun blocking out the moon, or the moon blocking out the sun, depending what eclipse we're having. But it's a complete blocking out, right? So it's kind of like you do get this fresh reset. The old is kind of covered up, so we don't see it. We can just be and refresh and hit system reboot, and then once the eclipse is over and things move out, things start to resume again. But you do get this kind of opportunity for fresh starts and changes. And honestly, with the placement Uranus is making with this new moon, there are going to be a lot of resets. There are going to be a lot of, and some of them may be sudden changes. You might get some news that comes in. There's a lot going on that really could just open up some random opportunities for you. But honestly, looking at this spread, they're going to be great. They're either going to give you chances to heal, they're going to allow you to kind of bring about this transformation. And you have a bunch of majors in here. I mean, four of them. And whenever you get majors, those are big, significant, kind of unavoidable energies, right? Like the minors, we can adjust, we can change, we can alter by our choices. The majors, we can't really stop. Not that you'd want to stop any of these, right? We've got love in pretty much 3 of them, and then we have transformation. So massive healing, and I would also say massive upgrade to any of your relations, whether you're building a new one, strengthening a current one, or, adding to one. Like big level up to your relationships right now. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spread. A lot of it is just going to be about you kind of tapping into this emotional center, letting go of the rough stuff, whether it's the overthinking, the analyzing, or just that feeling of loss and really deep sadness over, what's not physically before you. Letting that go, and again, just kind of trusting and continuing to move forward with, I didn't realize it's off camera. I'm over here pointing to it, and you're like, I can't even see it. We're talking about that 8 of emotions, that kind of walking away. Just, I know this isn't serving me. I need to walk away from this and move towards my happiness. That's where this transformation comes in. But love all of this. There is so much love heading towards you right now, Taurus. It's beautiful. All right. I said I was going to pull for the children, but legit, we got it. If you're trying, it's happening, boo-boo. It's happening. Keep going. That's some good stuff. All right. We're going to do that little fun bit I told you about. So in honor of the new moon coming up, I just think it's super exciting. It's a Capricorn new moon in Capricorn season. It's our first new moon of the year. So I thought it'd be fun to pull a card kind of just focusing on what this moon is bringing to you, what kind of opportunities will come. If you're planning on setting some new moon wishes and doing some intention work, I thought this would be a great way to kind of inspire maybe some questions you can ask yourself around this new moon, or, just an area where we may want to put some focus. If you know what you want to do for this new moon, then you're set, you're good. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, see? See, for those of you where you felt stuck and things were just meh and feeling down, look at this. Waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. And yes, because literally what comes after the new moon? It's the waxing phase. So yes, definitely. And honestly, having that come up after this new moon, I bet you do start to move forward. I bet you do start to see things start to develop, or you start hearing things, receiving communications that, maybe this new lover reaches out to you. Maybe the partner finally, sorts their stuff out, you sort your stuff out, and then you can start to really open up communication again. Maybe you get news from the doctor. Hey, I have some great news to share with you. It feels very wonderful. So again, set those new intentions at this new moon, and maybe even ask yourself, where do I feel stuck? Where do I feel no progress is being made, or we're moving slower than I had hoped or had wanted? Where are these pockets I can put some extra focus to, and then help to get that ball rolling. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. As always, thank you for all the love and support you share with me and my channel. If you like this reading, I please ask that you give it a thumbs up. It just helps me to know that it resonated. It also helps the channel to grow. I do have one request of you. I did a different kind of format the first video of this year. It was, 2 weeks ago now? It was kind of a longer reading. We used a few more decks. We went a little deeper. It was a longer video, and I try to keep these videos around 20 minutes or so. Ideally 15, but most times they go to 20. But I'm just kind of wondering what you guys like and what you enjoy. Do you like the longer, deeper videos, or do you like the shorter, you know, kind of more easy to digest? If you guys like both, you know, we can totally hop back and forth between the two. I just want to make sure you guys are getting everything you want out of the channel and my videos. So let me know. You can also hit me up. So hit me up in the comments, or you can hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. I've also started doing pick-a-card readings over there, so if you're into those, that's a great place to check it out. I also post things about the channel, so if you want to stay informed what's going on, that's probably the best place to go right now. But other than that, I'm sending you love, best wishes. You have a lot of positive energy coming to you. Wishing you guys the best, and I will see you in your next video. Bye!